Hey guys, it's Jared with ComparePropFunds.com. Today is my day 10 recap of my 50K evaluation with Topstep and BluSky. I took a total of 4 trades. They were all winners, and I used a EMA, a 20 period and 60 period EMA on a 15-second chart to help me with my entry points, stop levels, and make sure I was not getting into markets that were overextended. Additionally, I used the concept that ICT presented, T.G.I.F. Thank God it's Friday. I'll go over that when we get through the trades, and we'll talk about how I utilize that ICT concept to help give me confidence in the move we are making pre-market and into the market open. So let's get into it. So my first trade here, you'll see this is a 15-second chart. You can see my entry point is right at that 20 period EMA in green. I went long, and then my stop here, although it isn't actually on the screen, would be below the 60 period EMA. If you do the math, a 20 period EMA on a 15-second chart is about a 5-minute period, and then a 60 period EMA on a 15-second chart is about a 15-minute. So I kind of like to use that to help me see if I'm getting into markets that are overextended. You can see, that former spike before I got entered was a little bit pulled away from that EMA. And for me, it just gives me confidence of having an entry, having a stop, and having the ability to see something on my chart and say, okay, yeah, I don't want to chase the market here because price is actually getting away from the moving averages. So you can see that first trade was profitable, and you can see I have a stop way up there at 208. On all honesty, I should have left that stop and I should have let this trade work. The market was bullish. We had a huge sell-off, and if anybody knows anything about this year, a lot of our sell-offs are really quick and in one day, and then we usually get some retracement. In fact, even though today kind of isn't finishing as strong as I would have hoped, I still am confident that we could have potentially flushed as low as we want to go. And if we haven't, I think we definitely have made a bulk of that move. I think we're in a bullish market. Full disclosure, I'm not telling you anything. This is just my opinions for entertainment purposes only. But you'll see here, I'm about to enter my second trade. Again, I'm using that 20 period EMA as my entry, which is the green line, and the yellow line is the 60 period EMA. That is my stop loss. At the same time I enter this second trade, I am watching my Topstep account, and I actually take the same long setup, if you will. So what I saw was retracement below that 20 period EMA, and then we kind of started to climb back up. So I took it there, and you can see we quickly flushed. We got a little bit of a liquidity that came into the market, and obviously was a buy, pushed the market up, got me out of those trades. I should have more patience, but for me, I wanted to book some green days. On Fridays, I don't like to sit in trades a long time. I find if I'm, really trying to gun for the home runs, it can get me in trouble. And so those are my 2 trades with BluSky. Here's another EMA trade. And I was really confident that it was holding that line and it was climbing up. I said, you know what? I'm going to move my stop back a little bit. I'm going to actually add another contract here because it's holding this EMA quite well. Put my first take profit at where the first contract was. And right after, I move my stop to break even and go ahead and almost get a $500 day within my Topstep evaluation. What you're looking at is a hourly chart of this weekly range. And so if I look at the weekly range, you can see here that we had a big down move this week. And all I do is I put a fib from the top to the bottom and obviously flip it the other way if it was a green week. And I am looking for a retracement of 20 to 30% of that range today. And since we finished yesterday pretty much at the lows, a lot of people would be setting up to go short into the market. However, utilizing this ICT concept, we know that there's a good chance that we actually retrace a percentage of the range when looking at a weekly candle. And if you look at this hourly chart, we have the market open and we pretty much went right through that 30% level. These hourly candles the bodies are respecting this 20 to 30% range, and you can see here the market's still open. I ended early and I'm super happy for that. Nothing like taking a green day home early for the weekend, as I like to say. Really, what you can understand is using the ICT concept on a Friday, I can get an idea of where the price might want to go. And then utilizing my 15-second chart and my 20 period and 60 period EMAs, I'm able to have solid entries, solid stops, have a visualization of where the market is and know when it's overextended, or to the upside or to the downside, and I'm able to have some profitable trades. So I'm really happy that was day 10. 4 trades, 4 profitable trades, all utilizing the same setup. And I hope you appreciate it. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'm happy to talk about any of these strategies that I use. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Remember, keep it classy and let your trades do the talking.